Hello again.
Hello.
Welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Joined by Chris.
It's a joint edition. It's also it's a joint review because we've got two cameras going. It's a at Real Ale and 140 beer review collaborative. In
so I'm joining Chris, and Chris is joining me. Today, in a joint review, you'll be able to watch it on both channels if you're a little confused. So you've got Real Ale in 140 on YouTube, or Real Ale Guide. You can watch it on whatever channel you like. But we're going with the Thwaites Indus Pale Ale. Now that must be an old word, Indus. It must be. We'll probably get around to reading it later on.
Yeah.
The word Indus is probably something which is the original.
I think it relates to a name of the ship that was going to India at some point. We all know the reasons that IPA exists.
And if you're new, if you just caught this review and you're getting into beer for the first time, real ale and craft beer, India Pale Ale means that it was taken to India, it lasted the journey, the beer was hopped more, there was a lot more, the alcohol content was ramped up.
You think this is the days of end of empire, you know, and we're looking at pleasing soldiers at the place. Look at that lovely coronation, and I'll bring some of that up there now. There we go, and I'll whack the light on that as well, and there we go.
Absolutely.
You'll be able to pick that up.
Look at that.
There we are. Oh, the fairy liquid's going mad. I'll remove that now.
Okay, so what we got, first of all, the colour we got.
It's a light orange. The carbonation is
calm.
It's gentle.
It's calm and gentle.
Yeah. There's not much of a head, as you'll be able to see. No finger head. Although you've got a one.
Yeah, I've got a one finger head.
Maybe down to glass washing differences, or just the glass.
Might be down to the glass, yeah.
So don't worry about that. These aren't inconsistent necessarily.
Should we get the nose?
Yeah.
Ooh, not much.
No, you've got an awful lot of that.
Mind you, in all fairness to Thwaites, we've been drinking a couple of pints today, so
yeah,
maybe
there's some biscuit in there.
Yeah.
And I did a quick tweet review of this. If you follow Twitter at Real Ale 140, you'll be able to pick up, you know, all of my mini reviews of these. I only do vlogs as an occasional thing.
yeah.
But I thought this was worth bringing around and let the Real Ale Guide have a look at this.
It's got. I can almost smell the cleanness in the water. It's got that clean.
And Fuller's do. No, that's not Fuller's, is it? It's Thwaites. Thwaites do some lovely ales anyway. They're picking this up as an amber ale with 4 different hop varieties they're saying.
Oh, nice.
Extra taste and aroma.
And it's 4.6, is it?
Yeah.
4.6%.
So it's in session ale territory. It should be tidy.
Get the
Let's
taste.
get into it.
Absolutely.
Chin chin.
Cheers, everyone. Oh yeah. Well, that kind of goes on nicely, kicks up a gear towards the middle, and then kicks back down again straight away.
Yeah, you get a boomer hop in the middle.
Yeah.
And then a
big
kind of
middle.
The carbonation comes in first. That's the first thing you get, is it? A kind of big fizz. Then that drops quite quickly.
Very quickly. Tails off.
Yeah.
And there's no real massive lingering hop presence like normally we're talking. Like we did the Brewdog 5am Saint, we were talking afterwards and continuously talking about that hop presence which was still there in the palate. That dissipated quite quickly, but in all fairness, I suppose you want that to do that with a session beer. I think with a session beer like this, you really don't want it to linger too long.
No, it's nice that you get that sweep of it.
Yeah.
And then you're left with a clean palate ready for the next go.
Yeah.
And you pick up the same set of flavours each mouthful, and as it moves on, you know, the smell doesn't particularly change, but the taste doesn't particularly mature. It's a consistent pint.
Yeah, very much. this is something, I don't know, you sit down, you have a couple of pints before your meal in your local, where we would go, would be where the kids are running around, in one of them pubs where they allow kids in. You get a couple of pints of this on cash before you order your meal, and then you order something, I don't know, like fish and chips or something, or...
Yeah, you want a proper beery meal.
I'm saying fish and chips because we've just been eating cockles.
Yeah.
That's just on my mind, but yeah. So I imagine fish and chips with this.
Yeah, we've been using the brine to sweep out our palates from the previous beer, but this would work well with that kind of traditional British fast food, I suppose. You know, it's that kind of ale that sits easily enough to kind of just get into.
Nice slice of pepperoni pizza or something with some chips or
anything.
Yeah, nice quarter pounder or something. I'm talking myself into food, yeah. It's that time of day.
Heat on you. You better.
This is rather nice. It's nice sweet malt backbone to it. There's some nice hoppy tones to this beer. It's not huge. It's not meant to be huge. I don't think they brewed it to be huge.
It's not meant to be a massive hop monster.
No.
You know, there's nothing on the label that suggests it will be. It just says it's kind of, you know, it's celebrates ales of the period. You know, reflecting back on the IPA thing which we touched on earlier. Excuse me. It says it's rich with abundant hops for a flavour that stays fresh and crisp to the finish, and that's the key to this one.
Yeah.
You're getting a consistent thing all the way through.
It's clean.
There's nice, lovely, clean hops in this, and it keeps coming back at you. Excuse me, with the same flavour at each mouthful. You know, and if you were to have this on cask, it would probably not be so fizzy. You know.
No. It'd be. I reckon it'd be a step up. A step up on cask. I think they actually put that carbonation in the beer just to help it along the way in the bottle, because I spoke to some of the head brewers in the country and they say, even they admit themselves that their bottled ales are nowhere near as good as they are on cask. So I mean, sometimes we give 8 or 9s on this on our channels for beers. It would be great, perhaps in the summer, to go to the GBBF Great British Beer Festival and actually try some Sierra Nevada on cask. Can you imagine how good that would be?
We're lining ourselves up to go to the Bristol Festival, which is in March, I think.
Come and meet us. Come and say hello.
Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah, come and have a beer with us.
Yeah.
And I want to try a few bits on cask. Skinners have said that they'll be either there in person or they'll at least get their beer there. And I really want to get to go through the Betty Stoggs on cask. That's going to be a good part of the year.
It's a step up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a step up. I mean, like you say, for something which is in the bottle, I've got to ask you a question. You've been drinking beer some months now. When you see something like this, with the big letters IPA, Thwaites, but you see it at 4.6%, you're not really... You know in the back of your mind that the beer's going to be... You're going to grab 4 bottles and you're going to session it, or three or 4. Even though there's that big IPA, I think that's just to catch your eye in the supermarket.
They give you a sense of the style.
Yes.
And that's it.
I don't think they're looking to say this is a big hop monster.
No.
They're not looking for that at all.
No, if someone's looking to suggest it's a big hop monster, it's going to say, I am a big hop monster, and probably do this.
Yeah.
But this isn't doing that. This is in the more British, English tradition of IPA. It's not threatening. It's not a Sierra Nevada. It's not a Kipling. It's not throwing out crazy flavours. It's big hopped in a British way. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a traditional... I do like my New World beers. I like all the new stuff that's going on. I'll try anything. And so will Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then there's a time and a place where you just want to order some food, you want to grab a couple of beers off the shelf, and you just want to sit down and relax without thinking about flavour. Sometimes you don't want to sit and think
analyse the crap out of it.
Yeah, because you're tired. Sometimes you just worked all day and you just don't want to do that. I think this is... I'm not undermining the beer at all here. I'm just saying it's a very, very good session ale. So
But that's a good thing. That's a positive thing.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Where are you going to want this? You're going to want this after a day at work. You just want to settle down, and maybe you're going for a pub tea or you know, whatever, and you just want to think, yeah, just fetch me whatever's on the bar. As long as it's not bloody Carlin or
Oh god, yeah, Carlsberg.
yeah. For Christ's sakes, don't bring me anything shit like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. To get me whatever's on, and if they've got this there, that's a good start. You know.
Yeah, it's an absolutely good start. You wouldn't be disappointed. You wouldn't be disappointed. So, on that note, or on my note, for your channel, I'm going to give this a rating first, and I think I'm going to give this. I think it deserves a 7.5.
Well, I was going to go with a 7. There's the right fingers. So I'm going to do Simon style, which I think, given this is a joint review, works out at 7.25.
7.25. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Extremely sessionable. Look at it. Whatever camera we're looking at here, you can check. I'll look at mine. You can check out Chris at Real Ale in 140 on Twitter. He blogs and on YouTube. And
You're on at Real Ale Guide on Twitter. No,
Real Ale Today.
Real Ale Today on Twitter. The Real Ale Guide on YouTube. Check that out because there's a lot more going on and you need to check it.
I've been going a little bit longer, that's all.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Chris will catch up.
Yeah, he's much older than me. Nice to see you, mate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Good.
So if you go that way and I'll go that way, and we'll turn our cameras off. Cheers.